The Young and the Restless Thursday, August 21st recap. Victor asks Claire's forgiveness and allows Kyle romance. The Young and the Restless Y&R recap for Thursday, August 21st, reveals that Victor Newman Eric Braden will ask Claire Newman's Haley Aaron forgiveness and decide to allow her romance with Kyle Abbott Michael Mealer, but more trouble is brewing. Once Devin Winters Bryton James meets up with Nate Hastings Sean Dominic in the park, he'll get updates on everything Claire said about Audra Charles Zuleika Silver and the plot to destroy her relationship with Kyle. Devin will buy the idea that Victor would order that and will hear about the kiss Claire spotted between Kyle and Claire at Society, too. Nate will struggle over what to believe since everyone's pointing fingers in different directions. Devin will think Audra is the least trustworthy of the group and will basically push Nate to trust his gut. Since Nate will have doubts about Audra, he'll seem afraid of the answer his gut will lead him to. At the ranch on Thursday's Y&R episode, Victor will seem pensive as he flashes back to tense moments with Kyle and Claire. Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott will quiz Victor about what's wrong, but so he'll mention that it's about Claire and Kyle before heading off to settle this. At the Tack House, Claire will fill Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel in on what happened when she told Nate the truth about Audra's actions. Claire will rant about Audra lying and trying to spin everything around on Kyle. Victor will eventually show up and ask to speak with Claire alone, so Victoria will leave them to speak in private. Claire won't see what they have to talk about since Victor's made his stance crystal clear regarding Kyle. However, things will be different this time around. Victor will assure Claire that he's only ever wanted to protect her, but he'll promise he's not going to stand in the way of her relationship with Kyle anymore. Claire will seem skeptical at first, but Victor will convince her he's truly backing off and will even ask for forgiveness as they hug. At Society, Kyle will admit to Jack Abbott Peter Bergman and Diane Jenkins Abbott Susan Walters that he shared one kiss with Audra as part of his trap-in niece. Jack and Diane will feel like it'd be better to come clean to Claire now than risk a blow-up later. Kyle will refuse to cause Claire any more pain and will worry about how it'd look if she found out he'd been concealing that kiss. Victor will eventually call Kyle and summon him to the ranch, so he won't be looking forward to that meeting. Once Claire shows up, she'll urge Kyle to go since everything has changed. Claire will be delighted over Victor's change of heart regarding her romance with Kyle, so she'll spill the news to Jack, Diane, Victoria and Nikki, too. Kyle will indeed end up at the ranch, where Victor will insist Kyle passed his test. Victor will assure Kyle that he won't try to block his relationship with Claire any longer, though he'll still be watching Kyle. At Crimson Lights, Audra will tell Sally Spectra Courtney Hope about that witch, Claire exposing everything to Nate about Victor's plan and the kiss she planted on Kyle. Audra will act like Claire's a drama queen who's being vindictive, but Sally will give her some tough love and point out this was the risk of entering that arrangement with Victor. Even so, Audra won't approve of Kyle playing the victim when he was only a towel away from betraying Claire on the bed and Nice. Audra will admit she blamed Kyle for everything and tried to do damage control, but Nate still slept on the couch. Nate will eventually show up and speak with Audra alone, so he'll refuse to let her dodge this discussion or feed him more lies. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nate will be ready for the truth since his instincts will tell him that Audra's deceiving him, so stay tuned to see her response.